Hey everyone, I'm Diana Davison, advocate for the falsely accused and wrongfully convicted. I'm just doing a brief update right now on one of the things I was talking about in a number of videos in the past, new rules of evidence in sexual assault trials that were passed in Canada that basically make it impossible for innocent people to prove that they're innocent and we do have to prove innocence now in these trials. All of their evidence they plan on bringing in has to go through a preliminary hearing if it has anything sexual in nature. Sexual assault trials probably going to have evidence of a sexual nature, and the complainant is allowed to argue and try to block your evidence from court. Even if you get it allowed in court, they now know what you're going to put to them in their cross-examination, and they can prepare for it in advance. So very depressing stuff. There's a bunch of Supreme Court decisions which are really kind of shocking in a way that came out, R versus Barton, Goldfinch, RV. I can discuss those in more depth. They're not as depressing as some people think in terms of my perception of what was said. But what I want to talk about today is an exciting verdict that came from this little province called Saskatchewan in Canada, where this one judge has stood up and said, this should not be happening. And so he's ruled in favor of the accused person who challenged the new rules constitutionally. This is the lowest court in that province, so it's going to have to wind its way up to Supreme Court in order to have more effect across the country. And hopefully it gets there. Supreme Court turns away more cases than they actually hear. But this is a challenge that could get before them, which specifically just looks at these new rules. And unfortunately, when you challenge these things in court, it comes down to words, not individual, potentially innocent people's lives that we're talking about. It comes down to the way lawyers worded it. And in this case, it seems that the lawyer worded things in the proper way, and the judge didn't just agree, he vehemently agreed. He was like going, Crown's arguments don't hold any weight, and well, we value the needs of victims who are participating in the court system. We cannot undermine the rights of the accused and fair trials. So I'll put a link to the articles about that below. The decision's not online yet, so I can't link to the decision. But anyways, I just wanted to share the good news because, it's so hard to get good news right now in terms of advocating for people in these circumstances, especially the wrongfully convicted. But I've got more videos coming, and I just wanted to share this little upbeat moment. The news was just published today. The decision happened, I believe, on August 1st. So I will talk to you soon. Take care, everyone, and keep your hopes up. Some judges out there understand the situation, and some judge out there is going to fix all of the crap that's been happening. We just don't know how long it's going to take.